Hi, this is Andy Kaufman. I'm host of the People and Projects podcast, and I just got done leading a session with a bunch of UN leaders, and our topic today was developing other leaders, developing the people around us. And we talked about developing people in our team, as well as mentoring people outside our team, and then developing ourselves. But one particular thing that came up in today's discussion that led to just some really interesting interaction that I wanted to share with you has to do with when someone comes up to you and they say, hey, what do you think we should do? Okay. So imagine that. Someone today comes up to you and says, hey, boss, what do you think we should do here? Now, Michael Bungay Stanier, he joined us in episode 150 of the People and Projects podcast about his book, The Coaching Habit. He says, when someone walks up to you and they go, hey, what do you think we should do? He says it's like cheddar on a mousetrap. That it's just so tempting, like, I just want to take a bite of it. But it's a mousetrap. He suggests that one of the best things to do when someone comes up to you and says, hey, what do you think we ought to do right here? That you respond with this question. What do you think we ought to do? All right, now think about that. Instead of answering the question, which is really tempting to do. In fact, what I find is the higher you get up in an organization, the more you want to answer that question because we're like, I know the answer. I know this one. But someone comes up and says, hey, what do you think we should do? You respond with, I don't know, what's your take? What do you think we should do? What's the advantage of doing something like that? Instead of just giving the answer, of allowing them to talk, think about that. You know what? Share in the comments here what you think about the value of doing that. But I'll tell you, here's some experience I've had on this one is, first of all, Michael says sometimes our advice is not as good as what we think. So by getting their feedback, we might just get a better response than what we thought because they might have come up with something. But beyond that, even if we do have a better answer, that if we allow them to come up with it, like have you ever heard of the influence technique that says allow someone to think it was their idea? I always thought of that as manipulative. All right? Let the other person think it was their idea. But in this case, it is their idea by saying, hey, what's your suggestion? What do you think? It is their idea. They have the opportunity to say, this is what I think we should do. Now, what Michael says is you should follow that up with the AWE question, AWE, and what else? Okay. So if they go, hey, someone comes up to me, Andy, what do you think we should do? I go, I don't know. What do you think? What's your take? Hey, that's good, right? Give them some praise there. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. And what else? What else do you think we should do? Yeah, that's good. Anything else? Just let them go. Let them keep coming up. And now if there's something that they're missing, or if they don't have the competence yet to know what to do, well, then you fill in the gaps. But can I just encourage you today, one of the ways to develop the people around you is to deflect it back to them. When they come up and say, what should we do today? Deflect it back. See how it goes. Leave a comment here. Let me know what you think. What do you like about it? What concerns do you have? Let me know how it goes. Have a great one.